Chapter 12. When the call came. There are phone calls that change everything, moments that slice your timeline in two, before and after. I had one of those calls, and even though the words were simple, their weight knocked the air from my lungs. He's gone. Just like that. I don't remember the rest of the conversation. I only remember the stillness that followed. The way the room seemed to blur around me. The way time suddenly felt like it had stopped, then started rushing backward, pulling me into memories I hadn't touched in years. It didn't matter that we were no longer together. It didn't matter that our lives had moved in completely different directions. He was still part of me. He was still the man I had once vowed forever to, the father of my children, the witness to my becoming, the one who had seen me at my most broken and somehow remained kind. And now, he was gone. I had just told a friend a few days earlier. I need to call him. Something had been stirring in me. A sense of urgency I couldn't explain. I hadn't talked to him in months. Not because there was animosity, just life. Time. The space we had both learned to live in. But something in my spirit whispered, "Say it now. Don't wait." And I waited anyway. I told myself there would be time, that we weren't finished, that there was still something left to say. But death doesn't wait for closure. It doesn't care about timing or plans or what you meant to do tomorrow. It ends the conversation without warning, and I was left standing in the wreckage of words unsaid. I didn't cry right away. I sat with the news like it was too big to feel. I kept thinking, this isn't real. But grief has a way of making itself known in quiet ways, through the tremble in your hands, the tightness in your chest, the way you suddenly can't breathe through a normal day. I grieved deeply, not because I wanted him back, but because there was still a thread between us, woven through years, through children, through a shared history that no one else fully understood. I thought we'd have one last moment, a conversation, a release. Something to mark the end with intention. But that moment would never come. So instead, I grieved in pieces. I mourned the young versions of us who tried so hard to get it right. I mourned the memories we never got to make with our children. I mourned the reconciliation that wouldn't happen, not in this life. And through all of that, I had to sit with a truth that shattered me. I waited too long. I don't know if he was waiting too. If he sensed that I needed to say something, if he thought about me in those final days, I'll never know. And that unknowing is its own kind of grief. But I believe this. I believe he knew I cared. I believe he felt my gratitude, even if I never said it clearly. I believe in his own way he carried peace with him. He had made peace with me long before I learned how to make peace with myself. And now the silence he left behind spoke volumes. It reminded me how precious time is, how quickly we assume there will always be another opportunity, another moment to fix what's broken, another day to say what we've buried under fear or pride. That call taught me something I'll never forget. Say the thing. Make the call. Speak the truth. Because life doesn't wait, and neither does loss. But healing? That comes slowly, and only when we stop hiding from what we've been too afraid to feel. So I let myself feel it. All of it. The sorrow, the regret, the love, the guilt, the gratitude. And I began the hard work of letting go, not of him, but of the weight of what I never got to say,